In 2026, a baking movement arrives, born from Southern tradition and a splash of bourbon. What if a cake could stay fresh for years? The secret is the spirit baked right inside. This isn't just about preservation. Alcohol is a scientific superpower for unlocking flavor. This unique mix of science and soul is why Southern boozy cakes are the next big trend. We'll show you the history, unpack the science, and prove why this tradition is the future. So where did this begin? It's founded in the culture of Southern hospitality, where these cakes were centerpieces for celebration. The use of bourbon specifically was a clever adaptation. When vanilla was too expensive, bakers used local spirits, creating a signature taste from necessity. This concept of alcohol as a flavor carrier is already in your pantry. Your vanilla extract is alcohol-based for this exact reason. Chemically, alcohol is better at pulling flavor from spices and zests than water or fat, creating a deeper, more complex cake. But great flavor is only half the story. The real transformation happens to the texture of the cake itself. So how does a bit of liquor create a measurably better cake? The answer is found in 3 specific chemical reactions. It seems strange, but alcohol physically re-engineers the batter. So what is the first major improvement it creates? First, moisture. Alcohol changes how the batter sets, and post-bake soaks provide a time-release hydration, keeping the cake perfectly tender. Second, mouthfeel. As an emulsifier, alcohol helps fat and water bind together, producing a finer and more consistent crumb. Third, and most surprisingly, is tenderness. In certain doughs, a little liquor actually inhibits gluten, yielding a flakier, more delicate result. The answer is clear. Alcohol builds a superior cake by making it moister, smoother, and more tender simultaneously. This science isn't just theory. It has been a practice in Southern kitchens for more than a century. Let's look at the proof. Exhibit A, the Lane Cake. From 1898, this bourbon-heavy cake is so iconic, it's mentioned in To Kill a Mockingbird. Exhibit B, macerating fruits. Soaking dried fruit in rum for weeks is a classic method for creating intense flavor infusions. Exhibit C, the market. Huge growth in alcohol-infused ice cream proves consumers want adult-oriented, indulgent desserts. And forecasters agree. Southern profiles like banana pudding are pegged for 2026, setting the stage for boozy versions. We have seen the history, the science, and the market demand. But baking with alcohol is not foolproof. There are techniques and dangers to know. While it can preserve a cake, one common infusion mistake can make it hazardous to consume. What is that mistake? The danger is bacterial growth. Soaking a warm, high-moisture cake with spirits can create the ideal breeding ground for bacteria. The solution is proper technique. Always let the cake cool completely before brushing or soaking it with any kind of spirit. Another challenge is structure. Alcohol behaves differently than water in batter. Too much can weaken the cake and cause a collapse. So, the most dangerous mistake is improper soaking. Mastery of technique separates a delicious boozy cake from a potential disaster. Now, let's connect the ideas. Recall alcohol's preservative power? That's the science behind macerating fruit, infusing flavor while preventing spoilage. And bourbon as a vanilla substitute? It was an upgrade. Its ability to extract flavor created the caramel oak notes that now define these desserts. This all leads to 2026, where the demand for boozy desserts will meet the rising swavery trend, fusing sweet and savory. Imagine cornbread cakes with honey whiskey glaze, or savory bacon bourbon financiers. This convergence of history, science, and market forces is happening. Southern-inspired boozy cakes are far more than a passing fad. They are the result of a culinary heritage validated by science. This is a trend that honors the past, the hospitality, the resourcefulness, and the distinct flavors of the American South. In 2026, the humble cake becomes a conversation piece, a delicious blend of science, history, and Southern charm. What Southern dessert do you think needs a boozy upgrade? Tell us your dream cake combination in the comments below.